Pew, 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 pew. Welcome back to B Movies and Beyond. I'm Peter, and with me, as always,
hey guys, I'm Evan.
is Evan. And the new with always.
Woo! I'm a with always now.
You gotta say your name.
Oh, I'm Ryan. I thought you guys would be used to be by now.
Yeah, probably, but you gotta introduce. There could be new listeners.
I am Ryan, and hopefully I'm not responsible for that fallen loss. The fallen like on Facebook.
Well, you brought it back, so it's
I brought it
okay.
back. So
I didn't want to bring that up because that made me sad.
Was it really a loss then?
Well, we would have been up another one, but that's okay. It's all right. Let's just leave that in the past, and we'll get more.
We're gonna get over it.
So guys, this is our weekly podcast. We're back to our normal schedule and our normal format, where we're gonna talk movies this week, no spoiling, and then next week we'll spoil something. So that's what we do. This week we got three. Well, some are good movies, some are all right movies, and I don't know.
Well, can you always classify a B movie as a good movie? Because there's some B movies where I could sit back and be like, that was a terrible B movie.
Yeah, but I think with B movies, though, there's like always that there's a possibility that it's so bad that it's great. You know, it's really good.
I can agree.
So, but this one, like, I don't know if it's even it's a lower budget film, but it's just not as good. But so we're gonna talk about Dr. Giggles, The House is October Built, and let me see if I can get this right. Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
You got this.
I'm done saying Idiocracy.
Idiocracy. There you go.
Did it. Boom.
Boom. Done.
Maybe third or fourth try. I'm not sure.
Put it in the bank.
Yeah, and then we'll talk about the movie we're gonna spoil next week.
Wow, you just laid all the cards on the table, didn't you?
I wanted to let everyone know what we're doing today. It's gonna be I need to go do the litter box, guys.
Yeah. Hey, make sure it doesn't update though.
Oh yeah, we fixed that already. So we had a issue last time. So let's get into our first movie, why don't we?
All right.
Evan, why don't you go ahead?
I went with Dr. Giggles from 1992.
What?
Yes.
That's from 1992?
It doesn't look like it came from 1992.
It really did. And this is basically a doctor comes to town where his crazy father was killed by the townsfolk.
To provide everyone with laughs, not laughs.
No. He's trying to get revenge because they killed his father.
Oh.
Were they laughing when they killed him?
Is that...
No, but he was.
Is Dr. Giggles Sr.?
What?
Senor?
Was he a doctor as well? His dad?
His dad was a doctor, but Dr. Giggles isn't a doctor.
Then why is he called Dr. Giggles?
Because he puts on his dad's old lab coat and everything and decides to, laughter is the best medicine.
I really think if you just have the lab coat, you're pretty much a doctor.
I agree.
Yeah.
You don't need school or anything like
That's
that.
right, no.
Education. No, you just put the lab coat on. People believe you.
Boom.
I'm scared of you
Done.
guys.
Let's go buy lab coats. Tell us a little bit more about this.
Okay. Well, basically what happens is the doctor breaks out of an insane asylum, and at this point, he's an unknown. No one knows where he came from. He's just a crazy schizophrenic with an abnormally high IQ.
I think that's pretty normal.
Yeah?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But he goes in and basically he's trying to get revenge of this town that killed his father because his dad went kind of crazy and this town came up with this whole nursery rhyme. I don't remember it, but it was very clever.
Okay.
Yeah, it was basically this guy would just cut out people's hearts for fun.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And giggled about it?
Well, that was him about being crazy. He just giggled. And so
Just
they call
all the
him
time?
Dr. Giggles. Yeah.
So you did giggle all the time.
And it was a really nervous, weird giggle. It was really funny.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, let's
Go ahead.
It was
That's
really
it?
like that.
So it was just like a little subtle giggle.
It was, and it was more
Okay.
like subconscious. I don't think he was really doing it. So it was really fun for the actor that was doing this because it was just so creepy and so random.
So I'm curious now because I've never heard of this movie and I'd love to go see it or watch it wherever. But I'm just reading a little bit as you're talking about it, and the doctor's name is Evan. Is that why you picked this movie?
No, I saw this movie so long ago, I didn't even remember that his name was Evan.
Ah,
That freak you out?
It did a little bit, and I was like, wow, this is what would have happened if I would have become a doctor.
What? All right, we're not getting Evan a lab coat.
Let's get him a lab coat. Hey, real quick, do you know the tagline to this movie?
I don't. Is it?
Laughter is the best medicine?
No, it's so much better.
What is it?
It's the doctor is out. ...
Of his mind?
Of his mind.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
So
So would you recommend this movie, Evan?
I definitely would. Although, the strange part, like when I found this movie, this was actually under comedy rather than horror.
was it funny?
It had its moments. Like,
Okay.
the kills were over the top, and like just his doctor equipment was just so massive. There's part with like, oh, you need a Band-Aid, and he pulls out a gigantic like 2-foot Band-Aid.
Oh, cool.
And he wrapped it around his face or someone's face?
I'm
killing
not at
that
liberty to say.
Oh man.
So
Hey, so since this is a horror movie and you found it in the comedy section, were the kills up to par?
a lot of them were.
Okay. Can
I
you
mean-
describe any, or will it ruin it?
It won't really ruin it, I guess, but most of like the common instruments the doctor uses for like a physical checkup, they're there. Like thermometer,
Okay.
Band-Aid, tongue depressor.
See, I like that. I like how they use all the different stuff. So it really just shows he's a doctor. He's thought about these kills.
Oh, it is. And it's all like, and it always has those really dumb one-liners.
That's
And
the
like-
best.
He really, like, there's one part where a stomach pump is used, and the doctor's like, I know, it sucks. It's just like, okay, this is what it's filled up. So, I mean, it really did, like, that comedy horror genre really well.
Well, it's labeled on IMDb as a comedy drama horror.
I don't know where the drama was,
Yeah,
but
Is it like my movie I'm trying to create?
probably.
The romantic comedy with a sci-fi horror twist?
Yeah.
One day that's gonna happen, and if it's happened, I'm watching it.
Yeah. So how was like the gore? How was the acting and everything? I mean, is it really low budget and just kind of like, they got the mediocre actors and like they didn't have enough to like do like it's just ketchup they're spraying on people?
it was fairly low budget, I believe. But for the time, I mean, in '92, it only made $8 million. So on its
Wow.
release,
This had a wide release.
Really?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, I just remember finding it in Blockbuster, and then my parents saying, "No, you can't watch that." And then I was like, "I'm coming back later."
Screw you! I don't need to go get this on my own. Wait, how old were you? 1992? I think I was like 7 or 8.
Yeah, you shouldn't be watching this when you're like 7 or 8 years
When
old.
you see that cover, it just draws you in.
It's like some man's eyes looking at you.
With the surgical mask,
That's what got you. Ooh,
it was hypnotizing.
those eyes are so fierce.
Yeah, but I mean, the strange thing is IMDb gives this as 5 out of 10 stars.
Yeah.
And then Rotten Tomatoes, 27%, which I felt like didn't give it enough credit. So I think that was the critics actually just kind of knocking it down.
Obviously,
Or people with like no knowledge of movies.
or fear of doctors,
Yeah,
or
But-
weird laughing.
I like yours better.
Yeah, yours is a little bit more creepier.
Well, I'm gonna go get my lab coat and then start being Dr. Giggles.
Can we just like record that, and then like we'll watch the movie, and we'll just play your laugh whenever he laughs.
You kind of sound like a South Park Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah.
No, that's ignorant. No.
All right. Awesome. Good stuff, Evan. Good stuff.
Whoa, this one's gross.
What? What is this? Our beer?
Yeah. Hold on.
You know, what?
Wait, did you like it?
We're talking about Colorado Native. Shout out, even though Ryan doesn't like it. I didn't like it. I did like it.
You did?
I did.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're yours.
All right. Sweet.
I like
Free beer.
Upslope Brown Ale.
All right, well,
I'm
pass
happy with
that.
that.
Pass
Yeah.
that along.
Here you go.
Yeah, here we go. Thanks. So,
Woo.
the next movie we're going to talk about is the movie I watched, and I think Evan's seen this too, is that The Houses October Built. And pretty much the only reason why I watched this because at Telluride, before every single movie they showed, there was always this slideshow. And this was, did you see this, Ryan?
Yeah.
Did you see it, Evan?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is one of, like, the pictures. It was, like, these people just watching this, and it had the title screen of The House is October Built. So I'm like, I need to see this since it was at Telluride.
All right. I could see that.
Yeah, and it just so happens to be that's on Netflix. So
And they played it at every opening of every movie in Telluride.
Oh, yeah, it's the same freaking slideshow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Thanks. So like this is it's like a found footage. It's a documentary, shaky cam and everything. I've said this before. I'm not a big fan of it. There were some parts that I really did enjoy this movie, but probably not the parts that you would think that I would have liked. And so the whole idea is that they're trying to, like this group of like I think 5 friends. They're trying to go on this like cross country. Well, it's not really cross country, but like go across Texas looking for extreme hunt. So this is all like it's like 6 days before Halloween, and so they're in an RV and they're trying to find the most extreme hunt possible. And
I gotta say, this would be like something fun that I would love to do.
Oh, it's
That
a
sounds
fun,
pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's fun, but like what actually happens though, I was not impressed by. So they're trying to go. They're like this guy's like flunked. Well, he just quit film school, but he's like I'm gonna do a documentary on this, and so it's basically following his 5 friends. They're all in this RV. There's all these cameras set up throughout, and they have their one that they carry around, and then they just kind of go to all these different haunted houses and kind of go through them. And that's actually the part that I really liked, was actually watching them go through these haunted houses, because some of these haunted houses they went through I thought were amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And the makeup like on these people that were there, like I thought was really cool. But I really, some of it just kind of threw me out, because yes, they were looking for this extreme haunt, but the whole time like these like pretty much the same people that were there at the very original haunted house, they kind of follow them throughout the movie. And like, well, how did they know they were looking for the extreme haunt the whole time? Like, some of it just didn't make sense. And actually, like, these 5 friends, basically, they all worked on this film. The guy named Bobby, he's the director.
Okay.
That's Bobby Rowe. I think he also helped with writing. Pretty much all of them helped with the writing. And they're all star in this movie. So it's a very what is the word, like friendship, you know? They all got together, kind of like what we did for The Stray, and they just made a movie together. They all helped write it, and they all shot it and acted in it, and they made it.
That's one way to keep your budget low.
Yeah. They probably didn't pay. They're like, all right, let's just get food, and we're good. I mean, like, it really seems like they pretty much did everything.
You buy beer tonight.
Yeah, exactly. They rotated. But like again, like these like found footage, like I got really confused sometimes on just like who was behind the camera at what time. Like the only one that I really knew was like the girl, because she's the only one that sounded different from everyone else.
So let me ask you something. Did was there any killing? Was there any gore? Is there anything like that led up to it, or was it just like kind of like a documentary of it?
It's pretty much like a documentary, and they got like all this. It's weird because like they have all this like footage they added into it. I'm like, well, like how did they get all this footage, and why is this put in there? And then like they do find the extreme haunt, obviously, because that's when it gets super crazy.
See, I kind of like that. Sorry for the but I kind of like that they focus on the fact that they're going to a bunch of haunted houses, and that's what the ultimate motive of the movie is, because that's situational. That's you're not expecting to get your head ripped off. You're expecting to be frightened by the actual haunted house or the adventure for it.
Well, but see that's the difference though. Is like they were just on their travels to try to find this like extreme haunt, which is like this is one where like you gotta find like just the right people that know about this and that will give you like the secret password and the secret email to get in touch with these people to set it up.
Ah,
yeah, it's like the secret rock show that no one can find.
Yeah, exactly.
Bar that no one's heard of.
Yeah, there's like all these clues and you gotta follow all this, so it's like it's totally hush hush. And then it also does this weird thing because like you gotta get all these angles, obviously. So they also put it in the hands of the people doing the extreme haunt. They also have cameras too. So all these things just kind of like it takes me out of the film because I'm like, where did they get all this footage? Did they all come together at the end and put it all together? Like, oh yeah, we did this extreme haunt, so here's our footage. In which also like I was also started thinking about like, is extreme haunts legal? I mean like some of the stuff they kind of like ended up doing, like I'm like, wow, that's pretty shady, and like. And if they're putting it out there to like for people to see all over the internet, could they get arrested? Just a thought. Anywho,
Probably.
yeah.
How is this any different than the TV show Ghost Hunters?
There's no one else like chasing them around or anything. It's just they just figure out, oh, that was a pipe rattling.
Is there in this movie? Is there any footage of potential ghosts or people that kind of creep them out? So
this is it's strictly basically it's about haunted houses. I mean,
really
get that from at first I didn't understand the title, and then I totally understood it once I watched the movie.
Because when I look at the title, like I could sit back and say this movie could actually creep me out. The house, it could be something with a story, something driven, a character, antagonist, like just like a slasher. It could be a slasher. Just by the title, but
it's not a slasher. Like you don't see anyone die.
Yeah, one thing that was really impressive was I really liked how some of the performers looked, like some of the people that were stalking them,
like the people that
makeup.
From the haunted house.
Yes.
And that was my favorite parts is with those parts. Like I feel like they like you kind of walk through like two different haunted houses with them, and that's kind of why like I know we're still talking about Halloween basically in haunted houses. And we're in November, but I didn't get to go to enough haunted houses, so that's kind of why I feel like, oh man, I got 2 more haunted houses under my belt, and if that's and I was looking on Wikipedia on this, and they said they actually did go to haunted houses and film there, and I'm sure they brought out their A game, but like watching them like go through it, I was like amazed by like what they were doing through these haunted houses in Texas. So I'm like, I think we need to do a road trip to Texas and go through some haunted houses because they look really good. Like again, I don't know if it's because of the
Peter.
What?
The East Coast is where all the haunted houses are.
Texas looks like they have some good
I don't know,
ones.
man. There is some history in the East Coast, and there is some
all
Indian
right,
burial.
Guys.
Blah blah blah.
Next
blah.
next year, let's take a month-long road trip and go to all these different places.
What?
Yeah, because I don't think we can get there otherwise.
I gotta work.
Nope, you gotta take off, Evan. Sorry, save up your
shoot.
PTO.
We'll see.
So it's an entertaining movie. I really liked probably the first 3/4 of it because it just kind of like. Because they went through haunted houses, and I like that, and they kind of showed just other kind of spook things on their trip, and that was the part that I was digging. But then when they get to extreme haunt, I was like, oh, like I almost thought like the haunted houses were scarier. So, So watch the first 3/4 of this movie.
Hey, with that, I know you guys went with the Halloween theme. What was that short that Aaron made us watch last time we saw him?
Night of the Slasher.
Yeah,
Night of the Slasher. Did we talk about that?
No, we did not.
Nope.
I thought it was kind of cool. And I just want to bring it up real quick. It was a really cool short because I'm a fan of slashers. And it basically outlined it. And it was quick enough where it just made you like realize that slashers were really cool and had everything that you needed.
What it did, which I really liked, was that it kind of showed the recipe of slashers.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what cracked me up, and I thought it was such a great premise for that. It's on Vimeo, so check out the Night of the Slashers. Like it won I think like last year it came out, 2015 in
I actually think that night was the premiere
Really?
of it.
what night?
The night we watched it before we
On
recorded.
Vimeo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's on YouTube as well.
it's on YouTube now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's out there. Like, definitely check it out. I think it won a whole bunch of awards last year and a whole bunch of festivals, and
It's just fun and cool.
yeah, it's unique, and like
Yeah.
the way it's shot too is very cool. And we were kind of watching a little bit of the YouTube or the Vimeo videos after that, and they kind of talked about the director and everything he's done, and he's one of those guys just like, I just want to like trying different things and seeing what I can do and making these shorts. So, yeah,
Well,
I'm impressed by him.
And I liked that they actually made like a nod to like Halloween.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, for Halloween, Mike Myers just wears a white Captain Kirk mask.
And it was a Spock mask.
Yeah.
Is
and
that
that
really
was
what
awesome.
the mask is?
Yeah.
It's Captain Kurt,
It's that's exactly right.
but inside out or what?
No, just
I think they just found it like that.
Like
So,
just a white one?
Mhm.
Seriously, I never knew that because it does not remind me of him at
yeah,
all.
it could be Inside Out, but I don't remember. But yeah, it's just a Captain Kirk mask.
Nice. So, Ryan, what did you watch?
so I decided to watch something that was situational to November. Nobody's happy about this election coming up and what's going to happen with America. So America. I enjoyed Halloween. I enjoyed Telluride. I enjoyed all the horror festivals and movies and such. But I had to watch Idiocracy. I brought it up twice, and I thought it was a B movie, but I was a little off because it was a wide release. But man, it made no money.
But I mean, it's still like a lot of these like these comedies, they don't have a lot of money backing it. So it's in the lower budget of these.
So check this out, Evan. What did you say your movie made?
About $8 million.
And that was at 92, right? Okay. Idiocracy, with its wide release, with a budget of $2 to $4 million, made less than $500,000. $500,000 at the box office.
Oh man.
But that one definitely turned into a cult classic.
Oh, absolutely. And that's why I picked it, because this is one of those movies where if you're sitting back and watching it, on Netflix or...
Is it on Netflix?
Actually, right now it's not on any of them. For free.
Why?
You could pay $2-3 to watch it on Amazon and such.
You just got my hopes up, man.
Hey, well, I have
Keep
it
those
on.
in check, sir.
Why I picked it is, while it was a major release, it still followed a lot of B-movie themes. It followed time travel, the future, of course, and like a dystopian society where everything's falling apart. But it wasn't a horror movie; it was a comedy.
In a sense, I could say it's horror. Like, this could be our future.
Yeah, I mean, if it happens next week, then man, this is gonna be.
Well,
a
I
fast
don't know
track.
about next week, but like their reasoning behind like why it happened.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought was like, yeah, I could see that happening. It makes sense.
So buy stock in Gatorade.
Just the opening scene where the smart, wealthy family couldn't reproduce. And then they showed all the rednecks and everybody just spawning off.
Exactly,
kids
because that's all you just want to fuck.
Yeah.
And like the smart people, like, I'm gonna go read a book.
Oh, and
This isn't working.
It's a little bit too late. So
Is that why I haven't been late? I like to read.
Yep,
it's
that
because
is.
you want to read and you're smart.
Aw.
You got to be stupid and redneck and play foosball. That has nothing to do with the movie. Basically, it leads up to why in the future we are so dumb. But this is well cast. Luke Wilson just plays a guy who just wants to chill in the military, and he's relaxed and
He plays the character he always plays. I feel like
he plays Luke Wilson in his movies. Yeah, you're right.
exactly, because that's his name.
How
That's
is
who he
that
is.
different from Owen Wilson? Just brunette instead of blonde?
Yeah,
much
Less
more
fucked up
bland.
nose? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's just more like the dry humor. I feel like,
Oh.
yeah.
But he's perfect. He's a perfect. So to start it off, there's a military experiment that you find out that it's really crooked, and it leads to this him going into the future, and then you just see the future's just terrible. And then with that, there's Rita, who's played by Maya Rudolph from Saturday Night Live. She's also frozen and taken into the future as well.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so it's Luke Wilson and Maya Rudolph, and his name is Average Joe and Rita.
Yeah, you know what? And like, Terry Crews is in this. And,
Oh man, he's the best in this one.
Dax Shepard is in it, which I like. Some of these like Dax Shepard. I feel like he was kind of like up and coming at the time.
He was, and the best part is the people you meet in the future. They don't have regular names. Like they don't have like Joe or Rita.
Yeah.
Dax Shepard's name is Frito Pendejo. That's his name.
Makes
Well,
sense.
and wasn't he a lawyer as well?
He was. Yes. He was a lawyer, and he screwed Luke Wilson over. I gotta call him Joe, but in the movie he becomes not sure, and that's the other part. Is like people are scannable, and the point is we're just so dumb we can't function as a society.
So do you think though? I guess you're bringing this up because of Trump. That if he gets elected, this is the route we're going.
I'm just saying. There's a very good chance that we can very much be dumbed down very quickly in society.
This is a very interesting social commentary, especially when they're talking about the movies
Yeah.
of like later on, and Luke Wilson goes into this whole speech. He's all like, "You guys are watching this movie called Ass, but I have questions. Whose ass is this? Why am I laughing at this ass?"
And it was a top rated movie, won all the Emmy awards, and it was literally an hour and a half of someone's ass.
Wait, the Emmys? I thought that was television.
Oscars.
Awesome. Thank you.
I just thought maybe they changed it in the future. I don't
They
know.
might have.
Or they're just dumb and that's what they call them. You know, this is one of those movies I really did like, but it's one of those movies I feel like you have to watch multiple times, you know?
There's a lot of humor in it, and there's a lot of there's many side stories in there that you don't catch the first time. I agree with you.
Yeah.
So,
Why do you think this became a cult classic, though? Because this really didn't pick up until, like, you know, after it was, like, on, like, DVD.
I honestly didn't even really hear about it until this was just like a random pick at Blockbuster. And I was just like, oh shit, that looks kind of fun. And it's like, I didn't know how to pronounce it when I first saw it.
Oh, it's very hard.
it had all the right people in it.
It did.
At the time, like Luke Wilson was a really big actor.
See, that's the thing. I disagree with you right there.
Really?
Because I don't think everyone was big at the time. And I think that's why maybe it got bigger as time went on. Just because, like, I don't think, like, you know, Terry Crews, I don't think was very big. Like, Maya Rudolph obviously wasn't. She was just from Saturday Night Live. Dax Shepard, like I said, like I think he just had a couple other movies and he's starting to grow. And then I think from that movie he shot back down. And Luke Wilson, I mean, did that come out before or after Old School?
I believe.
See, I was thinking Vacancy. So his
that's
horror film thing.
Yeah, but even then, like with that movie, I forgot about that. I don't
Ooh.
even like realize that was him.
See,
Old School came out in 03, and Idiocracy came out in 06.
Okay. So, but I mean, even then, I don't think like even Old School. I don't think like it made him more of a name, but I don't even think it made him that much more because I don't feel like he did that much.
He didn't. Will Ferrell took all that credit.
See, when I saw it, I didn't like recognize any of the actors. Like when I originally saw it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is funny," and it was just like, "Okay," and it like kind of brought me into the film world more because I didn't recognize these people. But then it was just like from all the other stuff that was going on.
Yeah, I think it's one of those like you have to actually like. I think it helps being older and seeing this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that was part of the issue is that I think a lot of people didn't want to go see it. Like a lot of these older ones, like, oh, that looks so dumb. But like you said, now more than ever, I think it really holds. Like you need to see this movie because this could be our future.
Yeah, and we could stop it now.
Yeah, like we need to start like improving our schools. We need to start teaching our kids like more.
Math stuff.
Yes,
Math
and
stuff.
how to be smarter.
I like money.
Yeah.
So why I really like this movie is, okay, first
Did
of
you
all,
get paid whenever you say Idiocracy.
directed by Mike Judge. I love Mike Judge.
Was it really directed by him?
Directed and produced by him.
Ooh.
Okay, see, I knew like he like wrote it, and I assume it produced, but
So-
actually directed. Nice.
Beavis and Butthead.
Did he direct that?
Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah.
He created Beavis
I
and
know
Butthead.
that, but did he direct it though?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Then he did Office Space, and Office Space took off the same way this movie did, just on a larger scale.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true. He's just one of those people. I think he's kind of ahead of his time.
He's a slow burn.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think he's ahead of his time. Like,
I agree.
Like, you see what like, he's making, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about that. And then you finally do see it, just out of curiosity, and you're like, holy shit.
I did the same thing with I know this is a movie podcast, but Silicon Valley. I watched that for the first time, and geez, I was blown away how funny that series was.
I saw the first episode, and I thought it was amazing, but it's because the HBO only released it like for free.
Yeah.
And then the rest I had to pay for. I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. So I never watched it. But
This is a good way, like if you like Mike Judge and you like his style of humor in his movies, this movie's perfect for you. Even if you don't understand him or like it yet, just watch it. It's funny. There's a lot of one-liners that will stick with you forever. I mean, man, it kind of makes you feel stupid saying them, but they're funny.
I'm proud
Yeah.
when I say that. I got that in real life. Shit, it's already happening.
part of me too is like, man, I wish like I was frozen and then woke up in the future so I can be president.
Yeah, you could be. Terry Crews was the president, and he was the best president I've ever seen. His name was President Dwayne Alonzo Mountain Dew Herbert Camacho.
I just love how they just took like brand names, like that's my name right there.
In Monday Night Rehabilitation, he went against Beef Supreme, that guy's name. And then Justin Long was the doctor. His name was Dr. Lexus.
Oh shit, Justin Long was in this
Oh,
movie?
he was the best in this movie.
I totally forgot. I need to go watch this.
Man, there's good cast in here, honestly.
Yeah.
And it was before everybody got popular,
Yeah,
like you said.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is a slow burn. And it's definitely worth the watch. Like, if you don't understand it all at first, you should watch it again.
Just
Like, I watched it multiple times, and I'm like, oh, this is so much better.
Oh yeah,
little
every time
things.
it gets better too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Starbucks is a whorehouse now, you know, and
Mm-hmm.
Costco is like a island.
This has so much social commentary, and I think it still stands true to this day. And like, this came out in 2006.
Yep.
So we're like 6 years later already, almost 7.
10.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. See, guys,
It's happening.
I
Math stuff.
I
This shit started, Peter.
I need more math stuff.
It's okay. My wife was started. She's a pilot now.
See, I think like the people at Disney watch this and they're like, you know what? We can't make everybody stupid. We'll make everybody fat. and it was just Wally.
So
See, that's the other thing too that I think like I think it's gonna both happen. I think that's what they got Idiocracy wrong. Idiocracy.
Idiocracy.
Wait, what? Idiocracy?
Yeah, Idiocracy. That's how I pronounce it. Idiocracy. Just say it really fast. Like some of them were fat, but most of them, like I felt like were like super strong. Like I guess they were kind of going with the meathead point. Is that what they're doing?
For some parts, yeah. I mean, President Camacho.
Yeah. Yeah, one
But,
guy.
I mean, it's Terry Crews.
I just felt like everyone should have been also fat, but it also seemed like they weren't really good at producing food, so it kind of makes sense that they're all skinny. So yeah, nice pick, Ryan. Let's move on to what we are going to spoil.
And this one's a treat for everybody.
Yes.
So I'm super excited. I mean, it's up there with probably one of my all-time favorite B movies.
When I think about B movies, this is like one of the first ones that pop in my head.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like an all-time favorite for me. We are going to watch Dead Alive. Finally, I can't believe we haven't brought this up before. Or actually, I mean, we brought it up, but I can't believe we actually haven't spoiled it.
Because we just want people to see this, because it's only been out for how long?
a long time.
I know, but
And,
still.
Well, we're getting some numbers, but I remember meeting Evan a long time ago and talking about movies, and this is one of the movies. He was like, "You need to watch this movie."
Yeah. Well, and this came out again. This is the same time your movie came out, Evan.
92 was a good year.
Wow,
yeah,
92.
92. But the fact that this actually came out in different titles, it surprises me. This, used to be called Brain Dead, and this is a Peter Jackson film.
Who's Peter Jackson?
Oh, the guy that did the little movies with, The Hobbit and The Rings.
The Hobbit and the Rings.
Yeah.
He did The Ring?
Like the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, wow, fantastic.
There's no hobbits in The Ring.
So every time I pass by this little place called Blockbuster, I saw this VHS cover, and I was like, wow, that movie looks weird.
Yeah, and it was also dubbed as one of the most goriest films of all time.
I have to agree. Like when I watched this, I am just taken aback, and his we'll get into it into the next episode, but some of the shit that he comes up with, this is how we need to kill some people, is I just find amazing.
Oh yeah, and to this day, it's there's still one scene that always gets me every time.
And we're going to talk about that later, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's just no. It's I don't
No.
want to see that. No.
No, we're not doing that. Those Kiwis are a little strange, aren't they?
The Kiwis.
Well, they don't have anything else there.
They don't.
Except for sheep.
Sheep
It's
and Flight of the Conchords and
hobbits. Hobbitses.
Are they hobbits? Are there really hobbits all in New Zealand?
No, but that's where it was all filmed because Peter Jackson lives there. So.
Should we take a trip to New Zealand?
Oh, dude, that's on my to-do list.
Oh, it is.
I really do want to go to New Zealand. It looks amazing.
Should we dress up as hobbits?
Hobbits or Ash from Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Okay.
That's where they filmed that movie. There's a lot of stuff they film out there. They
Yes.
actually have a pretty nice studio, and just the scenery is just amazing.
Beautiful.
It really
That's
is.
why they did the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. It's
Yeah.
just beautiful.
I mean, I was only able to spend an hour there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it
You
was
A
amazing.
layover?
haven't you?
So,
A
yeah, a
layover.
layover. So I got to see the airport.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, hey, wow, duty-free booze. But
Little
that's about
Evan.
it.
Evan's just peering out the window. Oh, this is amazing.
Lord of the Rings.
I was 22. Fuck off.
Little Evan.
Hey, but you were on your way to Australia, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's pretty amazing too.
So,
It was fun, but less dangerous. I mean, Australia,
Well, New
so
Zealand.
many poisonous things.
Yeah. Less.
The
New
most
Ze-
poisonous thing is a sheep.
we've all
So-
seen this movie
Now, if
already,
you've
right?
seen Black Sheep,
I love
I
that
think
sheep.
we've all seen this movie, and we
It's-
might actually have a special guest to spoil this with us.
It's a definitely due for a rewatch.
Oh, dude,
Oh, yeah.
this is one movie I I've loved, and I want to buy it, and I beat myself up because like it kind of like comes out here and there, like on like DVD or Blu-ray, and sometimes I see it, and like I always get kind of like after it's always been like released, and then like they stop releasing it because then like the price goes way up, and I'm too fucking cheap to like buy the movie. And luckily Evan has it.
I mean,
so...
do you really want to buy the like?
Oh, I want to
movie?
buy
Yeah.
this movie.
Even though Evan has it.
I still want to buy it.
Well, see, this one, even though, like, if it was Blu-ray quality, it wouldn't improve much.
No, not really. It
That's
doesn't
like, I would
matter.
still buy this on Blu-ray
This
again.
reminds me of what's that one movie? Is it? It's not Trolls, but it's
Troll 2?
Troll 2. Yeah.
It's not Trolls. It's Troll 2.
Oh my God! I still think about that to this day. They're tearing her apart.
That is one. That's a movie too. Like I don't have the same reaction though because I just love Dead Alive or Brain Dead, whatever you want to call it. Like Troll 2, I thought was great, but it's one of those movies. Like, I think
You
Troll
have to
2.
watch with people.
Yeah. Dead Alive, I could just watch on my own and still
That's
just have
true.
a blast. And like, well, Troll 2 is constantly coming out like on Amazon Prime or Netflix. So if you just wait long enough, it'll come up. Like Dead Alive, I don't see that very often.
I don't either, honestly. And the only time it comes up is any time we're like, man, we should really talk about Dead Alive. And it's happened for, I don't know, 2 months already.
Well, since we've done this podcast, I mean, we brought it up a lot. When like you ask people about B movies, like I feel like that's one of the first ones they say. I think it's, at least for our friends, that's what they say. So
My go-to is kind of Toxic Avenger for a B movie because
that is totally a B movie.
they try so hard to be a B movie.
So I think they're able to do whatever they want. Like that's what Trauma does.
Oh man, Trauma, and they're so awfully good.
But that's my thing. Like then I want to aspire to that.
Yeah.
But that's off topic. So,
But
yes.
what podcast isn't off topic?
Yeah, that's true. And we're totally off topic all the time.
That's not true.
Oh, okay. I try to keep it on
But
topic.
next week's going to be a good one because we're going to rewatch this and it's going to be fresh in our mind. And fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah. And so we're in November already. I can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. We've almost.
I can't. It's been long.
It's been a long one. I agree.
You need to go back to bed. Evan's been awake too long.
Stupid cat waking me.
But like Thanksgiving's right around the corner, and so I put out on Facebook like what should we watch, and there's a couple like when I Google B movie Thanksgiving movies, there's a couple that come up, and one is Thanksgiving, which we do need to watch no matter what because it's on our 100 movies of 100 best B movies.
Okay.
Which hopefully, I'm not sure if we're gonna make it or not.
I don't know.
We're down to 2 months. We gotta finish that.
How many more do you have?
Oh, I need to count.
90?
It could be 90.
Wow, you guys went off topic quick.
Yeah. So
I'm glad I just joined now. Hey, but I'm excited to join. Like, is it official today?
I said that you're the new forever co-host
With always.
With
always.
Guys, there was a group text created.
There was, and Ryan is now put into that one.
Yes.
It used to be just me and Evan.
Yep.
Now it's me, Evan, and Ryan.
Oh man, I'm so dedicated to this.
Yeah. And we're happy to have you on board.
I'm
man.
happy to be here.
So like I put out there Thanksgiving, and also there's a movie called Home Sweet Home, which is basically this guy gets out of a mental institute and goes back to like I think maybe his home. It's on Thanksgiving, and everyone's like not his family, but whoever moved into his house afterwards is there, and he just starts kind of like picking them off one on one. And it's 1981. It's an older movie, and like what I read about it just seems like it's pretty low budget. But same with Thanksgiving, which I think this is the thing that Evan wants to hear. You know what they say on the cover? Someone just got scratched.
That's a good way to end this one.
Evan, Chiro. So, Evan, this movie says there's boobies in the first second of this movie.
I don't believe that. I will have my timer.
Well,
First second?
yeah,
Wow.
first second. So we're gonna have to record this and then take do a stopwatch thing.
Can we watch this by ourselves?
I think you need to watch it separately.
Wait.
Is that what you mean? Separately?
Yeah, I don't want to watch
Can
it
we-
by
Yeah.
myself.
Can we start our film festival with this movie?
Maybe.
Do you remember the film festival?
Just whatever's online and have them watch that?
no,
Or
the,
rent?
the red box in our rooms, and
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
would have to go to each
Yeah.
room.
Yes, this could start off. I mean, maybe we should watch it first. You know, you just don't want to pick movies that like, hey, I want to see this. Let's put it in our festival.
So, I think I'm gonna push towards Thanksgiving because it sounds awesome, but
Both of them sound amazing to me.
Thanksgiving just has it in the name.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it up.
Home Sweet
So
Home.
far, we got one vote for both.
Right.
So if that's the only vote we get, then we might just stick with that.
Thanks, Mom.
So, guys, if you go to the Facebook, that's where this is. Facebook/B Movies and Beyond. We got our email, which no one uses, which is bmovieandbeyond
Totally
at
not friend of your mom.
gmail.com. And you can go on Twitter. I've been trying to do more stuff on Twitter, and that's just at bmoviesbeyond.
You do a lot of stuff on Twitter,
I tried to. Like,
and it pays off.
yeah,
I like it.
I had to put a fucking alarm on my watch to remind me.
Don't forget the litter box, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Evan. Thank
no problem.
Hey, so
Queso.
Queso. Wow, that's racist already. I'm on here for 45 minutes and it's already queso.
Okay,
Wait,
that's not
wait.
true. We've had you
Is
on.
that like a Spanish thing or a Mexican thing, queso?
Queso's a Mexican thing.
So it's not racist at all.
Oh, yeah,
That's
'cause
true.
I'm Spanish. That's right.
So what were you gonna say?
Should I say it like every night? But what I'm gonna say, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But
So should we wrap it up then?
oh yeah, Facebook has 86 followers right now.
No, I thought it was 87 now.
87 now. 100.
Yeah, that is the goal. We got 2 months to get to that. So guys, please spread the word.
Dude, let's do this
I'll
by the end
love
of the
you
week.
forever.
Yeah.
Pay it
Forever.
forward.
Yes.
Bring the joy of this podcast to other people that aren't easily offended. Or are.
To just want to hear about some weird ass movies and
And
wants
I
to hear
love
about
to offend people.
yes. So it's probably not going to go away. So, thank you guys. Thanks for listening. We love you.
Wait,
What?
are we doing the what did we learn kind of thing or?
That's next week.
Oh, yeah.
Man, Ryan.
I'm sorry.
He's
Read
new.
the show notes.
He is new to this. I'm sorry, everyone.
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
believe you didn't tell him about the show notes.
No, we talked about show notes.
I typed up them. I just didn't print it. So next time we'll print it. So
I've been on
guys,
so many different fucked up podcasts from this because the last one was like 5 people and then we had the storyboard or the soundboard with Justin. And like
I 100% agree with you, Ryan. So let's wrap this up.
Pew 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 pew.
explosions.